Don't ever think you're greater than this because life will humble you real quick. Things can change real quick. Everything can end. All of this can go away.
When people talk about the next generation of Canadian music, one of the names that keeps on coming up over and over again is Jessie Reyez. Last year, Jessie released her debut EP. It's called Kiddo. It was a huge success the world over. She had this big song called Figures that was on the radio, I don't know, everywhere around the world. She was on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. But all this success has come at a certain cost. She's had to balance that fame and that fortune and that aspiration with staying real, staying grounded, and staying true to her family. Take a look. Jessie Reyez is not afraid to speak her mind, and it's working for her. In the past year, Jessie released her debut LP, performed at the BET Awards, and became a #1 trending artist on Apple Music. She's also collaborated with Calvin Harris, received shout-outs from the likes of Chance the Rapper, and Elton John.
Look at that, standing ovation right there. That's gotta feel good.
But as Jessie will tell you, there's no blueprint for a career like hers. She's had to pave her own path. With influences that range from Bob Marley to cumbia music and a raw, confessional style, Jessie is breaking barriers in an industry that's known for manufacturing its stars. Her song Gatekeeper is a response to a confrontation with a music producer who tried to sexually exploit her.
30 million people want a shot. How much would it take for you to spread those legs apart?
The short film for that song struck a nerve with an industry that's becoming more vocal about abuse of power. And with 4 Juno nominations to her name, including Fan Choice Award and Breakthrough Artist of the Year, it's safe to say that Jessie Reyez is on the cusp of superstardom. As you'll see, she's balancing all that success with a lot of gratitude. You've spent a lot of time in the U.S., like we're talking right now. Last night you were in New York. I was looking at your tour schedule. It's a lot of American dates, but you're still living here. What keeps you in Canada? What keeps you in Canada?
Man, while I was born here, there's always love for the city where you're born, you know? Every time someone asks me where I live, I say I live in a suitcase. I like it that way. I like not knowing where I'm gonna be tomorrow.
Does Toronto still feel like home?
Home is wherever my family is.
Do you feel like part of the Toronto thing, even though you say your home is a suitcase?
Yeah, of course I do. But that's why I said, I'm like, wow, for me, there's pride in being from here. Especially now when it seems like there's a renaissance in music, when the spotlight is pointed towards the city. It's dope.
Why has it changed?
Why has it changed?
Yeah, why do people care about it now?
I think a lot of it's owed to Drake. When you go to the States now and you have someone, you say you're from Toronto or someone says they're from Toronto, like I just said, people are more inclined to want to listen. People are more inclined to want to give you a chance. Why? Because we had this wicked successful artist. And the thing is, there's been a lot of Canadian artists, Alessia Cara, Justin Bieber, all of the Weeknd, like Daniel Caesar. And it's so much that still has to like come out. It's not even like all our bullets are flown. Like we still got bullets in the gun, you know what I'm saying? That's why I think it's dope. That's why I'm so proud of it. That's why I don't leave Toronto. That's why I still got roots here. That's why I'm happy to come see my family. That's why I wear this t-shirt. That's why I can say, yeah, Toronto, whenever someone asks me where I'm from. GTA, Brampton, Mississauga, Scarborough. It's all like a very much, it's overdue. It's overdue, this kind of attention, but it's dope that it's happening now. And when people say, okay, well, we got the attention and we're gonna keep firing and we're not gonna miss this opportunity, that's why you see all these teams hustling the way they're hustling. That's why you see these kids working how they're working, because we got a shot to do it. And we didn't always have that shot.
You grew up in Toronto, you moved to Florida with your family in 2012. Then you moved back to Toronto in 2014 to do the Remix Project. So when people are listening to this, they don't know about it. Tell me about it.
It's a program for kids that don't have the help or the assets to achieve what they want in creative fields. So for photographers, for directors, for singers, for rappers, for engineers, it gives you a chance to go into a place where they offer mentorship and they offer space and they encourage collaboration. And when I was a kid, like you're watching TV, this is what I was doing. I can only speak for myself, but like watching artists on TV and it was like two feelings at once, because I would be like, man, I want to be there. Like, I don't want to be sitting here watching this music video. I want to be in my music video. I want to be sitting here watching this live concert. I want to be singing. So it was like this like restlessness. But the second half is also like, man, I want to do that. I want to do that. I want to do that. So you watch it and you learn and you take notes. But there's no bridge. It's my reality as a child, and then it's this surreal TV perfect dream.
Yeah,
There's no
it
bridge.
might as well be a completely other world.
It might as well.
Yeah.
But what the Remix Project does is it makes that bridge because it brings people that have been through it to talk about how many no's they had to get. You know, which isn't something that a lot of people talk about. A lot of those failures aren't really showcased for other people. What's showcased is the end result, and that's not really fair to kids that want to do it because there's no blueprint. So that's what Remix is, man.
Oh, I'm the gatekeeper. Spread your legs, open up, you could be famous.
The last time we talked a lot about Gatekeeper. Since then, I mean, that was before Harvey Weinstein thing came out. That was before the Me Too movement started. I'm just curious to see how you have felt watching this movement over the past few months.
There's two sides. I still feel like there's two sides.
What do you
It's
mean?
dope that people are talking about it. It's dope that it's still in the headlines. It's dope that more women are coming forward with their stories. It's dope that more men are advocating against it. All that is dope. It's unfortunate that we're in 2018 and it's still a problem.
You don't see the music industry get talked about a lot in this yet.
I disagree. I feel like there's moments. I feel like more women are stepping up. I feel like it's something that's becoming more of a conversation in different industries. If Hollywood had to be the first, dope.
$20 million in a car. Girl, tie your hair up if you wanna be a star.
What does it mean for you to get nominated for a Juno?
Crazy. Bananas. I don't know, when someone says something and it resonates, someone says, like, suppose you were super, super, super successful in China, but you came home and nobody gave a
How would you feel?
Not happy. Not happy because I want to make a difference here. And I feel like when you are able to get accolades and recognition, that also comes with power. It also comes with responsibility. In the list that I want to do, there's things that I would need to be successful in music to be able to do that.
You're going to meet people, if you haven't already, who are going to want you to trade some of these characteristics for greater success. The more ruthless you are in this way, the more mean you are that way, the way you forget about these people who built you, the way you build your team, you forget about those people, they don't matter. Focus on you.
I'm very grateful for the mentors I've been able to have throughout my life because I've asked questions to people that have had to deal with this before. And one of the things that I get a lot is keep your team close. Don't lose sight of your day ones. Don't lose sight of the people that knew you before anything. Those are your roots. That's your feet on the ground. Don't ever think you're greater than this because life will humble you real quick. Things can change real quick. Everything can end. All of this can go away. I said it before too. You sitting down here talking to me is crazy. It's crazy. The 6-year-old, 7-year-old, 10-year-old, 17-year-old, 19-year-old, 20-year-old me is still very much, and that's what helps me, in awe. I remind myself, man, you'd be checking into work right now at a job that you, like, so many jobs. I used to work at Sobeys, I used to work at Ardene's, I used to be a cashier, I used to be a babysitter, I used to do all these things, which are cool, if that's what you like to do. For me, it was hell. It was hell. I got fired because I couldn't take it. It was hell. I would sit there and I would write songs on receipts. I would write songs on receipts while waiting to take drink orders, because all I wanted to do was this. So having a direct line to that memory is what helps me so much when those people and those kind of things come in front of me, because I'm like, don't devalue everything that's happening right now. Don't get caught up in this. Don't think you're greater than this. Don't think that this is normal, because it's not. People fight for this. People would die for this. And you have the chance to actually make it bigger. I'm not gonna pick it up.
I think that's the greatest definition of gratitude I've ever heard in my entire life.
Thanks.